Hi, welcome to Lunar Logic Tarot. I'm Juju, and this is going to be a bonus reading for Leo as a way to say thank you for all of your love and continued support, and I really do appreciate it so much. You have no idea how much that means to me. I really do appreciate it. These are very general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If it's not your story, please do not try to make it fit. Please keep in mind that everything is subject to free will, your free will, as well as anyone or anything you are energetically connected to, currently, in the past, or in the future. They have free will too. Also, please keep in mind everything is subject to the will of the divine. No one is free from the law of cause and effect. Let me turn this up real fast. Make sure you guys can hear me. Okay. All right. So, cross watchers, I will be reading this the best of my ability from Leo's perspective. So you might have to swap the roles here or reverse the roles. But again, please do not try to make it fit if it doesn't. All right, Spirit, what's going for Leo? This will be for the month of July, also 2021. It can even exceed past that, okay? All right, what's going on for Leo this month? Okay. Repair, making amends, rather than fun times reveals the relationship's true constitution. Okay. So you're trying to repair something with someone? They with you? Assistance with access. It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. Closed mouths don't get fed, Leo. Gotta speak up. So 38 breaks down to 11, and 10 is the completion of something, which breaks down to 1, which is the beginning of something. Okay. You have the keys to something. You have the keys to be able to repair something if you wanted to. Show me Leo. Oh, 1 second. Okay. The unknown. Knowing the unknown. Okay. You want to have keys to access the unknown in a relationship, a connection, friendship, family dynamic. It doesn't have to be romantic. It feels like you want to unlock something. There's change that's coming, though, with the 5 here. Could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could also be dealing with an I get more like air too, a little bit, because of the fog. So really any sign. So also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So with this, I feel that you have the key to something, but you don't know that you have it. You have the key to somebody's heart, but you don't know that you have it. Or somebody has the key to your heart, but they don't know that they have it. Maybe you haven't expressed. This is almost like unlocking what's unknown to you. Emotions. There's going to be a change in the emotions here. Now, maybe you don't feel the same way about somebody, and that's what you're keeping locked up, or vice versa. But there's something, you could be turning your back on somebody, or someone could be turning their back on you. Because I feel like there's no expression here. You want to repair something, but you're not expressing how you feel. You're not opening up. You're not giving someone access to you, or you're not getting access to them. But you're also not saying anything about it. Well, okay. There's big changes here that are coming. Big changes. All right, let's see. What's the relationship between repair and assistance with access? You want to have access to somebody so you can make amends with someone, but you're not doing that. You have transitions here. 37, which is also 10. So endings. It says you have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. So you're trying to mend a broken bridge with somebody. But you might even be keeping something locked up unknown to someone else. I just split the deck and it says accountability and strength of vulnerability. So you're trying to transition between phases of repair work here, it feels like. But I feel like there's somebody that either you've turned your back on or someone that's turned their back on you or will be, but they have the key to your heart or you have the key to theirs, or maybe the both of you do, because we do have the old couple here. But there needs to be repair work, but it has to be together. So where's the transition here is ending. There's something that's ending in a relationship. You can do this. You just gotta speak. We also have the radical honesty here that came out. It says to believe, to believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial. And this is a 9, so this is almost at a completion. So, all right. You're trying to transition into radical honesty, but you're afraid. I feel like you're afraid to open up because you don't know what's going to happen once you tell somebody a truth. Maybe you don't feel the same way about somebody, or maybe someone doesn't feel the same way about you anymore. But I feel like you're afraid to unlock this truth here with the radical honesty into the unknown because you don't know what's going to happen. Okay. What's the relationship between transition and radical honesty, please? What's the relationship between these two? I only need one. That's too many. I only need one, Spirit. What's the relationship between transition and radical honesty? Creative power. Release your alchemical energy into the world. So in order to be able to cross a bridge, you have to create the bridge with radical honesty. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I don't know if someone's pregnant. I also got that in Aquarius's reading as well. Bonus reading, specifically. There's something that you need to be honest about that you're keeping locked up, because you're unknown of what's going to happen once you speak this truth. It doesn't have to be a pregnancy, but there's something here that you're keeping locked up that with radical honesty, you are not sure what would happen. You're not sure if someone's going to walk away or not. But there is something you definitely need to talk about. There's something that you can't transition to a creative energy without making amends, rebuilding the bridge. You have the key, you have the tools, but one of them is radical honesty. And with that, you're not sure how someone's going to take something that you're going to say. Okay. Well, again, closed mouths don't get fed. If you're not willing to speak the truth, then, and, say something about it, then how is this person ever supposed to know what you mean? How is this person ever supposed to know how you feel if you're not speaking, if you're not talking? I get a lot of drowning out your emotions as well. Drowning out an honesty and a truth that you don't want to share. Okay, well, I'm going to read these at the end. But there's definitely something here that you need to be honest about. I'm going to read this at the end. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything else I get from them. it takes two to repair something. If you're not talking with somebody you're in a relationship with, whether it's marriage or committed, like exclusive, then how is this person ever supposed to know how you're feeling, right? I feel like you're in denial over something that you don't want to say. If you also, you're not being fair to somebody. If you don't want to be in a relationship with them anymore, Leo, then you need to be real with yourself and think of it like this. You're blocking you from moving forward, but not just yourself, but you're also blocking somebody else that doesn't even know that you feel this way. So there's endings that are coming for sure. Again, 12 breaks down to 3. There could have been a third party here. There could have been a pregnancy here, possibly. And with the, it says the world here, that can even be like the world card, so completion of a cycle. So again, like I was saying, I feel like this is more of a serious reading because if you have two women to choose from, one's older, one's younger, the younger one may be pregnant. And you don't know how to tell this one. Or if you were worrying about you aging, it happens, right? If you feel like maybe you're having a midlife crisis here, maybe, you don't want to talk about this. You don't want to talk about your feelings. You don't know how you feel about somebody anymore. You don't know if you want the relationship or the marriage anymore. But you're not saying it. I feel like you're afraid of the reaction that you're going to get when you do. Rightfully so. Especially if there's been betrayal here. The unknown is scaring you a lot. All right, so I'm going to pull these back and get some tarot. And then we'll read these at the end. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, can you please tell me what's going on for my Leos, please? This month in July 2021 and beyond. What's going on for Leos, please? You have 6 of air in reverse, which says flowering in reverse, and then the Knight of Earth. Okay, so you have Aquarius energy, but you also have Taurus energy. So you're not able to move on. This moving forward or flowering of a romance or moving on to a better chapter or even a better relationship or just a new chapter in a existing relationship and or marriage, you're not able to move on from an earth sign, or moving on from something, a chapter or a person here, no matter what the sign is painfully slow. Very, very, very slow. Very slow to commit. Very slow to offer any chance of stability here. It's like, or your stability is coming in really, really slow, but you can't move on. You're not being able to move on. You're not being allowed to move on from something until you've made something right, though. Okay, anything else for my Leos, please? You have the Ace of Fire in reverse. So there is a you feel rejected, or you are rejecting somebody. You're rejecting the truth with the Ace of Swords in the upright. I get very, very, very strong denial in this reading. Very strong denial. You are literally rejecting the truth. It's almost like you have a fear of the truth being revealed, possibly. I feel like you might have had somebody from the past, an earth sign, to reach out to you that you had to reject, but you didn't tell your partner about it. I feel like someone's reached out to you to try to get back with you, maybe, but you didn't tell your current partner about it. All right, anything else, please, for Leos? So you're worried about, because you didn't tell them, that it makes you, yeah, 5 of Earth, need. You have a need that needs to be met here. But you're afraid of it rejecting it. There's also some form of, you feel like someone's going to leave you out in the cold in a brutal way. You very well could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Taurus, very strongly, even Capricorn, Virgo, or another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or they could have it anywhere in their chart, or obviously you're a Leo, but you could also have Earth in your chart as well. A nerve sign wasn't able to move on from you. And you feel like you left them out in the cold in a brutal way, or you've rejected them in a very harsh way, or you will be. Let's see. What is the relationship between, what are you not able to move on from? It's taking forever for you to be able to move on from something. Okay, let's see. What is the Six of Swords, or Six of Air reversed? What's the relationship between that and the Knight of Earth? Thank you, Spirit. The Emperor, the father figure, the husband, the CEO, the boss. You. And if you're a man, this is you. This is also Taurus and Libra Aries and Taurus energy. Also could very well be an Aries. So you're not able to move on from a company, but it's so slow that you feel like it's almost rejecting, or plans are just stalling out. There's a lot of delays here. And it feels brutal. You feel like you're in need of money. You feel like you're going to be poor, possibly. You're worried about finances. Why is a Knight of Earth, and what's the relationship between Knight of Earth and Ace of Fire? You're 10 of Earth, so foundations. So you want to build a solid foundation. It's just taking a lot longer than what you thought it was going to be. But what actions are you taking, though? Like, are you taking appropriate action? Okay, if it's about finances, you're not taking action right now. Why are you not taking action? What actions can you take right now to facilitate a solid foundation? An abundant one as well. Very abundant. You're turning your back on something very abundant. If it's regarding relationship, you're literally turning your back on an abundant relationship for whatever reason. You're rejecting it and leaving someone out in the cold. This could be your person, or this could be someone who's came back into your life, possibly from the past. Let's see. What is the relationship between Ace of Fire and 5 of Earth? Nine of Air, danger. You are really worried about being in some type of financial danger. Also, the alarm bells are going off. You're afraid that you're turning your back on something that could be very beneficial to you. But why? You're really worried about your foundations in danger due to ghosting or leaving or rejecting somebody, leaving them out in the cold. You feel like someone could possibly interfere with something you've got going on. What's the relationship between the Emperor? You know what? I'm going to do it like this because I want to see. I'm going to get more. Let me get one more. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands or Ace of Fire reverse and the 5 of Earth. The 10 of Wands or 10 of Fire reverse, burdens reverse. So you're dropping burdens here, but it feels like you are very anxious and worried about dropping some burdens here and having to leave someone behind or leave someone out in the cold. You're really worried about it. But you are turning your back on some type of situation. All right, let's see. What is this Emperor? What's the relationship between the Emperor and the 10 of Earth, please? What kind of foundation are you trying to build? Or you were trying to build, but now it became such a, you felt like your foundation was in danger, so you dropped a burden. Okay. Show me the Emperor and the foundation, or the 10 of Earth, please. What is this? Also, you're turning your back on some type of plans here. For a house, maybe. Lady of Earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You feel like you would have a better, I mean, if you look at traditional, neither one, okay, so the Lady of Earth here, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also got the Emperor here, Taurus and Libra. I'm sorry, not Taurus and Libra. Taurus and Aries, or Aries and Taurus. You are dropping a burden, though, and leaving someone out in the cold. You are worried about, we got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. You are worried about somebody coming in to rock your foundation. Now, if this is you guys staying together, you want to stay together, you want to build with somebody. This is someone who's very financially stable. This is someone who can build with you, and you guys can build that solid foundation here. But it's in danger possibly from an air sign because they've been rejected. Because you had to drop that burden. But at the same time, if it's the other way, you are literally not looking at what you have right in front of you. You are wanting to return back to someone from your past, possibly an earth sign, to rebuild with them. What's the relationship between foundation and danger? Okay, you have Death card in reverse. So something hasn't changed. Something is fighting change here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. You are worried about a Scorpio rejecting a Scorpio, leaving them out in the cold and dropping the burden. I think you're worried about what they would do. Okay. What's their relationship? This talks about not transforming a situation as well. Or you may not want things to end with a Scorpio, or you don't want things to end with an earth sign, but you can't have an earth sign and a Scorpio at the same time. It feels like your foundation, you feel like is in danger because if you're going to be rejecting a Scorpio, you're worried about somebody maybe, I don't know, outing you or affecting your finances somehow. Okay. I have no cups. I have no cups. There's no love in this situation. You don't love somebody anymore, but you're afraid to tell them. Okay. Danger and 10 of, okay, we have the Page of Air. Yeah. You're not being honest. You're not being honest. You're also not communicating either. There could be some bad legal issues or tax issues for somebody, or you're worried about that. You're worried about somebody going after you legally. If you were to drop them or to end the situation, you worry about them coming after you legally. We got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. All right. What's the relationship between Lady of Earth and Death reverse? Strength, that's you. You have a choice to make between two people, and it looks like you're going to head towards... You're holding back from a Scorpio, and you're holding back from a Lady of Earth. Emotionally, sexually, passionately. You're trying your best to tame your lust, but I do feel like you want to head back towards an Earth sign. Or another Leo. And you want to... But something hasn't completely ended yet. And there's a cycle that hasn't completed with a Scorpio yet that you're not being honest with. Show me Death in reverse and Page of Air. What's the relationship? 2 of Water, union. You might already be in a connection with somebody, a Scorpio, but you really want to be with an Earth sign. And you're not, or you could feel like someone isn't being honest with you about wanting to be with you. You are finding the strength to make a commitment to somebody, or you're trying to find the strength to leave a relationship, basically. Why are you holding back from the relationship? If you're married or in like a marriage here, why are you holding back from coming into union with somebody? Also, and if you can see that, that's like them having sex. Like, why are you holding back from having sex with somebody you're already in a relationship with? It feels like the reason is because you want somebody else. So you're holding back from your person that you're currently with sexually in order to save yourself to some regard for this earth sign or an Aries. Okay, you're holding back in your relationship. You're holding back sexual connection. You're holding back love and affection. Like, this is the only cups that I have, the Two of Cups. You're either married or engaged or in a long-term connection, but you are literally holding back from affection and showing love. Literally. Or you feel like your person is. I don't feel like they are. You are rejecting somebody that you are worried about how they're going to take it, because you want to go in a different direction with somebody else. You've met somebody. Show me strength and the Two of Cups, or two, yeah. The conception. So this is the moon here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but more so Cancer, Pisces. You are hiding the fact that you're in a relationship with this person here, or you are hiding from this person here how you feel. There's deception here. There's illusions here as well that you are keeping from your person, that you want to go towards somebody else. Or go back to somebody else from your past, possibly, that you never really got over. But you're definitely keeping it concealed. All right, let's see. Anything else about the relationship between Strength and the Union card? The Lord of Earth. Yeah. You're hiding. This might have been somebody you were once married to. Or maybe even still married to. The both of you are looking at each other. You're hiding, definitely hiding an earth sign. For sure. This person could have earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could also have water in their chart, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Cancer, strong Pisces. I feel like you want to be with that person, but something hasn't ended with the person you're currently with. But you're not being honest. It looks like here you're leaving. It looks like here you want to leave. You're lying about a connection you're already in. You're withholding love and affection and connection because you're giving it elsewhere. You feel like this other person is your true partner because you're a fear of legal issues or legal ramifications here. Seven of Air reverse. Being caught lying, stealing, and cheating. Being caught in the action. You're not taking appropriate action, or in the action that you're taking is self-delusion. Also, you could be lying about a kid. Someone definitely could be pregnant, and that is going to be revealed. But you're lying about a connection that you want to drop because you are afraid of having to leave someone out in the cold about how they're going to react to the rejection. But you're not happy. Let me see. Show me the Seven of Swords reverse, please. Knight of Water. It's going to be revealed that you've been offering love and connection to somebody who has water in their chart, and earth in their chart. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Yep, a truth is coming out about you offering love to others. This is talking about coming in to offer new love or an apology. Maybe you owe an apology to someone, or maybe someone owes an apology to you. Or you're finding out that maybe you're finding out one of your kids isn't yours. Or something like that. Or, yeah. What is this Knight of Cups offering? What is this about? Knight of, yeah, the Magician reverse. You're emotionally manipulating somebody. We got Virgo, Gemini energy here. You're literally emotionally manipulating someone. emotionally manipulating someone. And you're about to get caught. Anything else that Leo needs to know? Now, this could be you doing this, again, or this could be your person doing this. But there is deception here for sure. Yep, Ace of Swords in the upright. Truth has been spoken. Yep, there's going to be a fight, a conflict, but there will be absolute clarity. This is going to come out. Yep. Anything else? Show me the Ace of Swords, please. Anything else, please? And then what happens is the Ten of Swords, punishment here. There's an ending of a relationship because the truth is coming out. Because someone you've been dealing with has been doing this. But the truth is coming out, and when it does, it's going to cause a very painful, intense ending. But I feel like that's what you wanted to begin with. Like, I feel like you're cheating to get out of a relationship, and you want to get caught. So you can move towards this way, because you're literally withholding love and affection. You're literally withholding union. You're literally withholding sex, time, affection, love, all that stuff. You're literally withholding it. From the person that you're currently with. And a lot of people don't know this, but the Two of Cups, or the Two of Water here, is the marriage between fire and water. So, which would be you, Leo, and Scorpio. Fire and water. All right, let's see. Last messages here. What's the potential outcome of this reading for Leo, please? And then we'll get to those oracles and read them, and I'll get some oracle cards. We got a birth. Yeah, there could be a birth, Cancer energy. There could have been a child. There's a decision that you have to make. You're trying to make a strategic decision, but it's also deceptive. Yeah, because you don't want to fight. You know there's going to be a fight. You're trying to assert some type of your willpower and dominance here. Yeah. While keeping secrets. Or someone feels that you're keeping secrets, that this could be them. But again, there are secrets here. All right. What's the relationship between birth and decision? Indecision. Yeah. You are now, looks like you are of two minds about what it is you want. You don't know what you want, but you know you don't want to fight about it though. You go from making the decision. On the surface, you've made a decision, but underneath, you haven't made a decision about who you really want or what you really want. Influence, Libra energy. There is, that's also Libra energy. Wow, okay. You are literally leading somebody on. Literally. And you've been fighting possibly with a Libra. All right, what's this quarrel and assertion about, please? Yeah, detachment. You're trying to detach from anyone's influences. And you're trying to stay original with how you create things, but you're trying to come up with things. You're seeming detached. You're trying to come up with things. You got 44, 77, 11, 11 here. Because you're keeping secrets. You're trying to come up with detached or original ideas in order to keep secrets about a hidden influence. And that you're very indecisive about this decision. You don't know what you want. What's the relationship between indecision and influence, please? Your ego. Yep. There you are, Leo. Submission, Pisces here. You are like giving into influence out of ego. With a Pisces possibly. Or a Libra. Really any sign. You're trying to detach from someone though. Rebellion, Aquarius energy. You're trying to submit your ego, trying to drop your ego, but you're still rebelling. You're still acting out here and keeping a lot of secrets. Show me. Yeah, you're escaping. You're trying to escape with a Pisces, possibly. All right. Doesn't have to be, though. But you're worried about someone inheriting some type of money, or you're trying to escape inheritance. I don't know what that means. Possibly with the Pisces or a Scorpio. You're worried about a Scorpio rebelling against your inheritance or your plans for the future. Once they find this truth out, you're worried about them spoiling your plans here, and that's why you're keeping to yourself. You're not really talking very much. You're not opening up very much. Again, Leo, closed mouths don't get fed. If you're not talking to your person, if you are in fact in a relationship, committed one, and or marriage, if you don't speak up, this person's never going to know anything. So now you have 12-12 here. So I mean, now you have 3-11. So you're just never going to know. They're just never going to know anything. They're going to think everything's okay. Meanwhile, you're suffering and you're miserable. So if you don't want this relationship, then you need to start speaking up. But if you want it, you also need to speak up too. You got to decide what you want and who you want. Flirtation. You're trying to escape the inheritance of a rebellion, trying to come up with some kind of way to keep the secret quiet. You're also using escapism via flirtation, possibly with a Sagittarius. Yeah, manipulation here. You're worried about the manipulation and revenge from a Scorpio. You're trying to have protection about that. Well, I mean, if you fuck over a Scorpio, I mean, one too many times, I mean, you're going to get stung. Not saying that it's okay to go crazy or anything, but I mean, you're worried about a Scorpio getting revenge on you. And you're still stuck in the same position. I don't know how long you've been in this, but you've been in it for a while. It feels like. You're either going to speak up for what you really want, or you're not, and you're going to miss out. Period. Period. All right, let's see what these are about. All right. So, let's see, 38. Okay, it says repair. And it says, the integrity and strength of a relationship lie in how both parties show up for repair and not in how they play, nor their conflict style or frequency. Although challenges that arise in our relationships can be painful and difficult, they are also how we grow, learn, and explore who we are both individually and together. Repair is where we get real with those who we are in a reciprocally valued and respectful relationship. It is where we are seen as we are, without the mask of composure and impression management. In a true relationship with another, we realize that it is okay to make mistakes, have flaws, and fail to live up to our best possible selves. When the relationship is genuine, we are sincerely doing our best, and our intentions are pure. All is repairable. Together, it is possible for all involved parties to heal from the wound, strengthen the bond, and advance. Mutual love, desire, integrity, and the willingness to do whatever the repair takes are the ingredients to this beautiful unfolding. Okay, let's see what the Crohn's message says. Authentic relationships are made of what it takes for shared repair and growth. Okay. Yeah. You got to show up for the work, right? If you're not speaking or communicating how you feel, I mean, how is anyone supposed to show up with you if you're not giving them access to show up with you? Or vice versa, cross-watcher, you may not be doing that for Leo. So, let's see. It says, now, male or female, doesn't matter, but it says, maidenhood is a time of limited autonomy. It It is the budding stage of underdeveloped mental, physical, and emotional capacities. It is also a period in which there is the least distortion, clouding, or connection to spirit self. Conversely, the older we get, the more autonomy we have and the more estranged we are from our spirit self. Okay, it says maiden messages. It says attention is your key to everywhere and anything. Spirit self is accessed through the experience of being in harmonious communication with the world, situations, and others. Your external reality is both a reflection of and the aperture into your inner portal. To know who you are is to experience yourself in relation to what it seems you are not. Yep. There's something you need to tell somebody. Oh boy. Okay. Unknown. Knowing the unknown. So you know something that somebody doesn't know. It is natural and human to feel reluctant and fearful at the beginning of a significant change. Change confronts us with so many unknowns and such overwhelming feelings that challenge us whenever an unfamiliar direction is taken. However, to never try something new or to cease to continue when things change is to go against life's natural rhythm of continued growth and transformation. What is known can quickly become comfortably familiar as well as stifling to our gradual yet ongoing progression. The price we pay to stay in what is known is stagnation and fear. Trust that you have the sufficient skills and knowledge to navigate your way through an unknown aspect of your life. It may be that you have avoided or put off changing your career, changing locations, committing to a new project, starting a family, or ending a relationship for some time now. If so, this card has shown up to remind you that if you do nothing different, nothing changes. You are so much more than the accumulation of your years. You are capable of moving forward despite any uncertainty that you might feel. You have everything it takes to choose the unknown and embrace change by focusing on what your next step requires. Any and every journey is a result of taking one step into the unknown at a time. The maiden message here is once you choose to keep moving, the next step will be made known to you. You have to make a choice. I feel like you're wanting to let go of a relationship, but you don't know how to make the transition here. You're stuck in transition about what you want to do. Do I repair this or do I transition it? If you are not sure about what you want, then that other person is not fair to them. You're not being fair to that person. You need to decide. Transitions. Transitions bridge our life from one significant change to the next. They are the periods between one phase or chapter of the life and another, as in turns that follow turning points of no return. They bookmark the times that we have had to figure out how to make our life work again. Transitioning takes a long time, as it takes to adapt to new circumstances or perspectives. The tension of not being able to turn back and not knowing how to adjust effectively to what is new can be disconcerting. There can be varying degrees of pain, resistance, and inner turmoil as we struggle to break our former self into a new way of life and versions of ourselves. Until we figure out how all that is new to us works and reconciles ourselves with it, it can be difficult to trust ourselves as well as others. Trust others as well as ourselves. At these points of no return, we can either freeze, fight, as if we can do something about what has already happened, or grow. Stepping or being thrust over a new threshold requires courage. There are no guarantees that familiarizing ourselves with our new direction will yield anything amenable to us. All that we can do is give life our best by being in the moment and putting 100% into effectively dealing with whatever presents itself. We learn as we go. Once we know better, we do better. Right? So, and this says here, the Crohn's message says, transitions are the blessings rarely recognized as such at the time. Yeah. So we have 18, radical honesty. You need to be, I think you want it in a relationship, but you're not telling your person. This is very much Scorpio energy here, very much so. You're not telling your person you don't want the relationship anymore. But again, it doesn't have to be a Scorpio. So we have radical honesty. Here we go. The Mother Warrior assures you that it's okay and not at all that it is okay and not at all a failure or flaw to experience disappointments, betrayals of the heart, and confusion. Rather, this is what it is to be transparently and universally human. She encourages you to look candidly at your current limitations and past the regrets and the things that you wish were not part of your character or life story. The Mother cautions you against continuing to deny any unwanted reality in your life and your uncomfortable feelings about it. It is not okay to ignore what does not authentically fit you, that creates unease or any kind of self-compromise or incongruency in your life. While denial seems to be an easy and simple solution to what evokes aversion or discomfort in us, it is not. It is not. To maintain the ongoing armor or facade of denial leads to a life on the battlefield of perpetual deceit, manipulation, strategy, and estrangement from ourselves and others. As time continues to go by, what is avoided or denied grows into an ever harder and larger landmine to navigate. While honesty can hurt and be brutal in the moment of disclosure, the acute pain of it is always temporary. True, a rough patch of disruption, tension, and chaos typically follows moments of radical honesty, but it does eventually dissipate. The turmoil is never the life sentence that avoidance, denial, and deception are. If and when some sort of upheaval does ensue, please understand that this is necessary and is for your long-term benefit. The process unhooks you from whatever dishonest armor and lifestyle had distorted and blocked you from your spirit self. The releasing of armor you had lived with for so long that it became part of you can hurt as it breaks away. Detox of any kind is never pretty, comfortable, or pleasant. Nevertheless, it will pass like the tide and leave an invaluable life-propelling lesson upon your shore. Know that every time you surrender to tremendous feelings, you are releasing the heavy armor of deceits that are no longer yours to carry. Let the uncomfortable emotions flow, all of their unpleasantness, completely through and out of you. Whenever they arise in the well of your being, release them with self-love, acceptance, and appreciation for what is no more. The path of radical honesty can only beget more honesty. No one, regardless of how perfect they or their situation may seem, is immune to the full spectrum of life. We all have pain, shadows, insecurities, battle scars, stories of shame, and things we wish we had handled with more grace. As you become increasingly transparent, you attract more authentic and like-minded people, and those of the lie fall away. Mother's message. Consider your reality as a mirror reflecting all of yourself back to you. See yourself through the eyes of compassion and love. Make it a priority to experience yourself in authentic connection with others and feel your world transform into joyful fulfillment of all that you have been fighting for. Okay. Creative power. What are you not being honest with yourself and others about, Leo? Nothing ever grows in its comfort zone. You know that, right? Okay, inspiration. Like intuition is a way of our spirit reaching out to us. Our creative energy comes into full power when we immerse ourselves in releasing our vision. At the beginning of an inspired undertaking or journey, we are the living potential for a particular outcome or venture. However, it is not until it is created or happens that we become the creator. In this sense, our process and actions shape us into a fuller expression of who we are. Creative energy changes what already exists into something else. As the living portal through which this happens, creativity is an energy and practice that will always change us. Exactly how is impossible to predict from the outset. The ongoing tension between knowing and not knowing what we are doing is the creative process at its rawest. Once we accept the call to creative action, we are on an often accelerated, wild, and primal ride that requires our trust, surrender, and dedication. Most of all, it requires our persistence throughout all that we do not anticipate the creative undertaking or life-changing challenge to involve. The featured mother is taking on the creator. She's like a creator role for a child. However, what will be required from her throughout motherhood is unknown. She is and will continue to be guided by her inner knowing and external support represented by the tree root she holds, reminding us that while the creative process is often highly personal and done in seclusion, it is also a collaborative act. No child is conceived and raised alone. All creative undertakings require external input and support. It may be time to release yourself from whatever is preventing you from making an unavoidable project, a significant change, or a persistent desire happen. The mother encourages you to trust the creative process and surrender to its power and your inherent resourcefulness. Let your spirit self's not knowing guide you. She also wishes for you to take care of yourself in areas that feel particularly vulnerable during your creative process. Prioritize your needs. Ensure that they are met in a safe and stable environment. That way, your creative energy may flow constructively, optimally, and healthily through your mind, body, and emotions to manifest the best possible outcome. Again, always be sure to seek what you need and accept it when it shows up. The mother's message here says, creative power is both of you and beyond you. Allow your highest potential and knowing to breathe through you. Trust that spirit self will only ever inspire you to expand into embodying more of the love and light that you are. Okay? So I feel like you may feel like a relationship's holding you back, or there's someone who's pregnant. Either you're pregnant or you've gotten someone pregnant, your spouse or somebody else outside of your relationship. And you know, with this honesty, when you transition, it's going to cause an ending. And I feel like you're really worried about that because there's somebody else you really would much rather want to be with. All right, let me get you some oracle cards here, Leo. Let's see. Get you some guidance. Let's see. Okay. Any guidance, please, for my Leos, please, regarding this reading? Any guidance, please, for my Leos? Okay, you have the Miriam Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Maybe this person will forgive you. Maybe this person already knows. Faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Anything else, please, for my Leos? You're going to have to be the one who has faith and opens up here, though. Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Yeah, I feel like this is coming to you, but also to your person. So if you're the one who's done this, your person already knows. If your person has done this, you're about to find out. Male or female, doesn't matter. Krishna, devotion. Yeah, I feel like it says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So, yeah, your relationship and your resolve and your commitment is being tested. How are you? Okay, so your devotion is being tested right now. You also have Bridget, inner strength. There you are. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. You have the power to be honest. If you don't want a relationship anymore, say it. If you need to tell somebody the truth and you think they're not going to forgive you and want to get revenge, you might be wrong. They might forgive you. Now, if they want to be with you or not, I can't say, but you might be wrong. I feel like whomever this is dealing with, if you have something you need to tell your person, you need to tell them. Okay? You need to have courage and speak the truth. You might just be surprised. Okay? All right, well, Leos, I hope this has helped you. If you want to get a personal reading with me, all the information will be in the description box below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit all notifications. That way you know the next time I upload. Again, Leos, thank you so much for all your love and support. I really, really, really do appreciate it. And as always, please take care of yourself. Until next time.